can't hear you if you're saying something.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me start all over again. What is up, my people? This is your boy Vanara Scott, the KillaKrane himself. It is the KillaKrane Speaks On, June the 29th, 2024 to him. I am joined today by the man, the legend, Mr. Marzell, the player Paler. How's it going, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Ready for this podcast to get underway. We got some good subjects today, brother. Any shout outs or anything you want to give to anybody?
No, not really.
Okay. Any birthdays you want to shout outs or anything?
Nope, not right now.
Okay. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. So I had two daughters that had birthdays, Kiona and Megan. They had birthdays this month. Next month will be my daughter Vanara's birthday. Whoo-wee, she's getting up there. So happy birthday to all of those. My favorite rapper was born last month. Well, this month because it's the 29th. Tupac Shakur. June 16th, is it? Yeah, June 16th. So happy heavenly birthday to that brother.
Oh well, my daughter's birthday was June 2nd. So
Sure was,
my youngest daughter, Mackenzie, Miss Sassy herself. And then I got two birthdays, two of my kids' birthdays in July, and then I got two in August. So yeah, it's birthday all summer.
I know, right? They kind of stepping like a step stool or whatever.
Yeah. My
I
oldest
was
daughter
trying
will
to
be
figure
20.
out. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said my oldest daughter will be 21 on August 21st. So
Oh wow, fully grown, 21, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, you gonna charge her double the rent?
No, she can just pay her a little bit. She pay right now. I ain't gonna
Oh,
go
okay.
up on her.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to the baby. We're proud to the babies. We'll probably have another podcast, and give shouts out to them then.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're waiting on a young lady who's supposed to be joining, but you know how that goes. It could be 20, 30 minutes in, and they just now, what's going on, Brian? I see him in the comments section. Gentlemen, what do you see gentlemen at? I don't see any gentlemen here. Okay. He says hi, gentlemen. But if you want to join, Brian, the link is in the description. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. Okay. He's outside working. That's fine. You can keep commenting through text or whatever. We're looking for some young ladies to join in. This will be kind of one-sided. That's why I will put in the description I needed some ladies to join in. I need you guys' opinions. So I appreciate the direct messages that all of you people have been sending, that everybody has been sending me on different subjects, different topics. Some of you have disagreed with some of my thoughts and opinions on certain subjects and have given me quite descriptive explanations as to your viewpoint on it. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the links that everybody's been sending me. I can't get to them all. I get quite a few, and I appreciate every last one of them. But I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. And excuse me, just had breakfast. Is still trying to digest. But anyway, while we're waiting on these individuals, you want to just start on the subjects, the topics.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I only got like a short window. I'm out working. So
I hear that.
Yeah.
So let's start with the first subject. So if you have been living under a rock, there is a young lady that has gained, I guess you could call her overnight success or overnight celebrity or whatever. So here's the video, guys.
Move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
How do you get over a breakup? Y'all get over a breakup right now?
The only way to get over one is get under. Amen.
So you got a side piece.
Maybe I got 3. Maybe I got 7.
How many is on your roster?
There's only one I want, but till he's serious, I'm a bullshit.
So how many you got on your roster right now?
Maybe 4.
One. She said 1.
How many you got on your roster?
None.
You trying to add one to it?
Add 1?
Yeah, you trying to add one
that
more
you?
to it? Yeah, that's me.
Maybe, I don't know.
So I can get your number?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. There you go.
There you
Would
go.
you rather have back shots for the rest of your life or missionary for the rest of your life? You can only choose one.
Back shots.
Back shots? Why back shots?
Because I don't like somebody looking at me in my face, you know?
All right. Mr. Paler, where have you gone? Looks like I see that little circle thing going around and around. So I take it that we have some connection issues right now. But if you guys want to join in until Mr. Paler can log back in, please do so. But what are your thoughts on this woman has been called the Tuah. I'm not exactly sure if I spelt it right in the description, but there he is. Hold on. Come on, Mr. Paler. He's probably just in a bad spot right now. I saw he just parked. So, come on, Mr. Paler. I don't want to do too much. There you go.
Yeah.
So, did you see the video? Hello? Can you hear me? Now I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, looks like he is logging out and he's about to log back on. So let's give him about 20 more seconds to log back on. Yeah, the Hawk 2 girl. You guys leave some comments. I'm watching the comments right now, okay? You don't have to, the link is in the description if you want to log in, if you want to join in live. But you can always leave a text comment or whatever on Facebook. I don't believe I'm live on YouTube yet. I'm sorry, Instagram. I have to make some type of Instagram professional account, and I just don't feel like it right now. But you can watch me live on Facebook and YouTube right now. On YouTube is my channel, KillaKrane Productions, KillaKrane Productions. So I'm waiting for Mr. Payer to log back on. So what do you guys think about the Hawk 2 girl? She's the epitome of the term overnight celebrity. There we go. We got the circle thing going on. Oh my God. Come on. He's trying to log in there. And if any of you guys want to join, come on in. I'm trying to hold off this conversation until Marzell gets back in. It's not no fault of his own, okay? So guys, please just bear with me. I'm trying to wait for this gentleman to get back in here. It's not his fault. Come on. We got some good subjects today too. While we're waiting on him, some of the subjects I'm sure you can see in the description right here that we're going to talk about. I just played the video of the Tuah woman, the overnight celebrity. We're gonna watch a video really quick about what really makes a man a simp, or it's kind of controversial. You know what I'm saying? So some people will agree with one side of this argument. Some people will agree with the other side of the argument. But we'll get into that once Mr. Paler logs back in. We're going to talk about how women nowadays kind of require a man to be passport ready when you're dating them. And certain men think that that's unfair, going a little bit too far. More like modern day culture has just added too much in when it comes to dating. And we're going to get on the subject, the social media, I guess, question that's going around. If you're in the woods and you have two different paths and you can choose the path where there's a bear sitting there or there's a man walking down there, which path would you choose? And most women are choosing the path with the bear. And most people would be like, why would you choose the path with the bear? Oh my God. Looks like Mr. Paler has logged out again. He's going to log back in. So let's just give him a minute. I'm trying to hold off on this subject. Come on, guys. You guys can join in too. If you are watching and you want to join, log in. Okay. So Mr. Paler is having technical difficulties. We're still waiting on another young lady to join in. Let me message her right quick while Mr. Paler is waiting to join in. Come on. There we go. It's the L Dog himself, Lamar Hicks. What's going on, brother?
Man, what's happening, man? What's happening? Just hopping in for a minute, man.
Thank you very much, because Marzel's trying his best to log in, but he's having some serious technical difficulties.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Did you watch the video? I'm sure you've seen it already before.
Yeah. I have, man. Man, that chick has been in every meme ever since, man. And I tell you, like, I mean, that's what guys like, man. I mean, they like that. They like the dirtiness, you know. And so I think that what happened was that it surprised, you know, normally, and I you watching this, I'm not sounding like racist, okay? But
Come on.
you know, like, you only see that type of act from white women on, you know, on those videos. And so that's it. Like, you don't really see it like that. But I mean, I'm pretty sure, man, that, you know, some people have been following her, like literally following her ever since that video came out, man. So, I mean, man, it is what it is.
Yeah, the thing that I'm just kind of, I guess, you know, different people have their different senses of humor. I don't know what's so funny about it. I mean, I've heard worse, because, you know, with these short videos, it seems like everybody's trying to get more and more sexual and more outrageous with their sexual videos. And I've seen some things that are way funnier than the, you know, Hot 2 girl. So I don't know. I guess it's not all that funny to me. It's kind of, but then again, oh yeah, I forgot to say that, you know, she's a Mississippi native too, right?
No, I did not know that. Wow.
If she is a Mississippi native. And
but you know what though? But see, that's the thing. And I was watching like I don't know if you watch Gary V. So Gary V actually predicted like years ago that short form videos. So it was like she had like maybe 5-10 minutes to make her point, and she did that, you know, in 5 to 10 minutes or less. And so, yeah, I mean, but I mean, this the time we live in, man. Like, I think not to kind of like, you know, take away from what you're talking about. Perfect example. Tomorrow night, I think the BET Awards coming on. I just saw a video, and I think Sexy Red is going to be on there. And, you know, 25 years ago, man, that was not even, you know, acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because BET BET has standards, and like now, you know, the since when BET first got started, you know, then like it's no hold barred. It's like MTV. So, you know,
Yeah, it did start with the BT Awards. I think there was a BT, or it might have been the Soul Train Awards, where it had Little Kim, and she had the little star over her nipples. The rest of her breasts were exposed, but she just had
yeah,
that little star over there. And
yeah,
I think she kind of started, like, as far as award ceremony, people, women, excuse me, dressing kind of outrageous. But to get back to the hot Tuah girl, yeah, they've made memes about it. I also made hundreds of thousands of dollars, from what I understand, from merchandise, from clothing. I mean, she's really embracing this, and her father's a preacher too. So I'm kind of wondering what he thinks about all this.
man. You know what? At this stage, it's probably not even what he thinks. It's the fact that you know that, and I'm only speculating. He probably, uh, out here probably disrespected. She probably did that to just disrespect her dad. Just did
Maybe.
it just to see how far she could push the envelope.
Yeah, I think she was intoxicated too. That might have had a lot to do with it. And she was out there partying with her friends, and you saw in the video she was talking about how many dudes she can do at once, and all of this good stuff. Um, it might have been what you said. She might have been getting back at her dad. She might have been drunk. She might have been just there having fun or trying to one up the next female when it comes to these little short videos and being more sexual than the next person. I don't know, but I just don't see these short videos. Some of them are actually entertaining. Some of them are not. They're just a lot of times you just limp sync something that somebody else says. Of course, a lot of times people will watch them because you have the young, cute female and she's scantily clad with the little shorts on and tight shirt, and then they'll watch them do anything. You know what I'm saying? But a
Yeah.
lot of
Well,
these, yeah, go ahead.
no. Well. Think about it like this: short form videos have taken over because the average person's attention span is not that long. So she did what she needed to do in that 5 to 10 minutes or less. That's the reason why, uh, uh, YouTube Shorts are being as popular as they are. That's the reason why TikTok is as popular as it is. That's the reason why Facebook went to that. Instagram went to it. So all your social media went to it. And getting back to her, getting back to her 360, what's going to happen is that chick is finna be she's getting ready, and she already is. I'm not saying a household name, but like I said, she is the number one meme right now. Like they are kind of like and I guarantee you that some show recently, cable is going to use exactly what she did, and everybody's gonna get the joke. So it's like what she did, she basically set the trend for like everything else that's fitting to happen. Like I'm almost guaranteed tomorrow night somebody gonna use that joke on the BET Awards. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, you know it. You know it. Even Eddie
So
Murphy.
you know,
Yeah. You remember when Eddie Murphy, that thing happened with Will Smith, and Eddie Murphy made that comment like, certain things you don't do. And the last thing he was like, don't put Will Smith's wife's name in your mouth or something.
yeah.
So, yes, they're going
And
to
that
use
was a meme. That was a meme for like a minute.
right. Right. I guarantee she's going to be famous for a little bit, but it's going to sizzle out. But she's kind of like the new Monica Lewinsky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's known for giving oral sex, or giving instructions on oral sex,
Yeah.
So a lot of men were a little confused, you know what I'm saying? So If you want to answer this,
Priority one message
hold on.
coming in on secured channel.
Sorry, that's my text message. But you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But have you ever experienced something that's a little risque? Have you ever experienced like a hot tube before?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to go into any more description.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. But yeah, I mean, because like I said, I mean, like we've already expressed, like it's a possibility. She could have been drunk. She could have easily been drunk, and somebody just. I mean, it's just like it's no different than here in Memphis. Somebody going on Beale Street and they catching a white chick or just any chick, period. And they asking them a question like that, and they're drunk and they're intoxicated, and they strong possibility, they horny and everything, and so it could happen. I mean, it can happen. So, I mean, this probably somebody who just got if I was a random dude, probably had a phone and did a video and was like, well, shoot, you know what? I see all these drunk chicks, man. Shoot, I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna interview one, and shoot, man, she just said it all. She just let it out. You know what I'm saying? So, Marcel, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Man, look, I just dipped in here for a minute, man. I try to give.
Looks like we're having some connection issues with him too.
Yeah.
He give me the time, to be on the podcast with my podcast. So, I mean, when I can hop on, I will hop on and support him. So it's just that's just only right, man.
Right, and I appreciate you making the sacrifice. I know this is your wife's birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Natasha.
Thank you.
What did she say?
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Marcel, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Man, so yeah, man. We just out here in these streets for a minute.
Ooh, connection issues everywhere. Can you hear me, Lamar? Lamar. Well, Marcel, can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Hey, Lamar, man. Don't be pulling no KC, man. Tonight for your wife's birthday. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny.
I ain't gonna need no motivation though. I ain't gonna need no motivation. I got all the motivation I need. I ain't gonna need no motivation. Hey, look, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I know you would think that was funny, man. That was a funny day, man. It was a funny subject we was talking about last week, man. And you know what's funny, man? I heard that song. I heard that song yesterday, man. They were talking about on this day in 1995, and then they showed that song, man. It was like number 3 on the list.
We'll be right with you.
Man. Hey, I gotta mute myself for a second.
It is fantastic.
What's going on now?
He said he had to mute it.
Oh, okay, had to mute it.
Yeah. Look, no, we in the drive-through.
Yes, I have a mobile order.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep this thing going. He said you're gonna put it on mute, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. Marcel,
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, good. Y'all both back. So, Marcel, we talking about your favorite subject.
What's that?
Tuah. Did you see the video? Did you need me to play it again?
I saw it. So
Lamar
what's
gave
the question?
Lamar gave some interesting perspectives on different things, and he was saying that if I'm interpreting it right, that race really did play a part on her being more famous than other people who said the same thing. Because I've noticed that this is not the only time a female has gotten on these short videos and done these interviews where she's talking about how good or different ways she can do oral sex. But I wondered personally why this young lady has gotten so famous, because it's funny, but not all that funny to where it has to be, I guess, what do you call it? Viral like it is. So what's your opinion?
Well, I guess I didn't see all of the video because I just last thing I heard was he asked her which missionary or back shots for the rest of your life. You have to choose one. That's the last thing I heard.
Yeah, but the main thing that made her viral was the hot Tuah, spit on that thing. So for those of you who understand, that's when a woman is giving oral sex to a man.
He said, "Spit on that thing."
Yeah, spit on that thing.
He did. He did. He said
I have
that.
to give the right accent because, like I was telling Amar, she's also a Mississippi native.
Oh,
And
wow.
surprise, surprise, her dad is a preacher.
Oh, not surprised.
Right.
Those be the worst ones. The ones that grow up in the church, and the preacher's kids be the main ones because they've been restricted most of their life. And it's kind of like when you have a caged wild horse. You try to hold them in the stable, then once they get that first taste of freedom, they go buck wild. So, I mean, that's just the way it goes, man. But that's another subject for another day. But
Yeah.
But you asked me what my thoughts is about what?
I guess, how did she get so viral? Why is this video so viral when, of course, there's other short videos where young ladies talk about their sexual endeavors and their unique ways of giving pleasure to a man. And a lot of those are more comical. But this one seems to go super viral. What makes this, what she said, so special to the point where it's the most viral video? She's even making thousands through merchandise. So what makes this so special among other than what other women have said?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know, because she's not a looker. She wouldn't be somebody I would go for. So it can't be because of her looks. Maybe it's just because she was saying that, she had so many people,
I know.
had so many people that she would, that she had on her roster. It could be a combination of that, or just, what she was just talking about, how she was just being open about her sexual experiences. I don't know. I can't even answer that because, like I said,
Okay.
I don't know. I just, I have no words that can tell you why it went viral. But some things just go viral just to go viral, man. You just be surprised about some things that go viral. That's not even a big deal.
Yeah. And that's why Lamar was saying, it might have been race to play the part. She is kind of cute. I mean, she's not, this is just my personal opinion. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And she does have a following of men who's like, she's super cute, and she talks about oral sex. But I don't know. It's just, I guess, the way that she said Tuah and the emphasis she said on it. For those who are watching and don't know what a hot Tuah is, pretty much it's where a woman is giving oral sex to a man, and she
spit on that thing, like you said.
Yeah, she spits on it first, and it's quite a substantial amount of saliva before pleasing the man, so to speak. So this is for those old people who don't know. Even the old people would know what we're talking about.
Well, I don't think. I mean, okay, so let me kind of clarify what I said. So it's like if a black woman said it. If a black woman did what she did, it probably would have been, ooh, it's nasty, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It would have hit a demographic, but it was like white women. You don't really white women who you don't really see white women really go, do it like that. That go viral unless you on X or somewhere like that, or whatnot.
Porn
But
star.
I'm gonna tell you who she looked like. I'm gonna tell you exactly who she looked like. You remember those videos that came out a long time ago, Girl Gone Wild? She looked like one of them Girl Gone Wild video, women, man. And
Man,
that's
she
the reason
sure
why. And
do.
that's the reason why it is blown up like it is, because they kind of give you that, as you say, Mr. Scott, a nostalgic feel of Girl Gone Wild.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yep. I never thought about that, and that brings back a core memory unlocked, where you go to sleep and you wake up in the middle of the night. It's like 1:15. The TV's still on.
Yep. And you see some white girls pulling up their shirt, showing
Yeah.
their breasts.
Yeah, So she's the typical girl gone wild, video girl that would get out here, and like I said, I can just see a random dude who ain't doing nothing, bump into to her on Beale Street and just start recording and just see what and see, the thing about it is that the dude or whoever did it, he probably did it straight for YouTube. Guess what? That dude getting paid now off of one video.
Yep. That's all it
One.
takes.
That's all it takes. One. So
Who was the artist that said everybody gets 15 minutes of fame?
yeah.
Warhol.
Everybody get out here and do it, man. Like I said, now everything now is viral. Like just imagine for a second if all the stuff that what we know now, the stuff that went on in the 80s, and we had cell phones back then, and we could record the Michael Jacksons and the Madonnas and just to name a few, just off the top of my head, and they made like shorts about them, because like I was telling you earlier, people attention span is shot. So you gotta make that boom right then and there. That's the reason why when I do hype videos, I don't do them for no doggone 2 minutes, 3 minutes, because I know people's attention span is not that long. So she made her point in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
She did. And it was but anyway, we're gonna move on, but I want to get Marzel's final thoughts on any of this, on the Hawk 2 girl, because we have some great subjects that we need to discuss.
I said everything, man. You can go next to next subject.
Okay. So the next subject that we're going to talk about, by the way, young ladies, if you are watching, we need some ladies on these next subjects. Okay. But this is kind of a man's discussion, the next one. But especially the last subject we're going to talk about the bears and the women, we need a woman's perspective if you're watching. But guys, I want you to watch this video right quick. Okay.
Can you come get me?
Nah, I got you, man. Just drop me your location. Here I come.
Okay, Jeremy. Thanks.
Come on, man. I got you. Alright, bye. Let's go pick that girl up, bro.
Man, I know you ain't about to go pick that girl up.
What? Why not?
Because she's not your girl.
So what, bro? She's stuck outside in the cold, bro. On the side of the road. It's cold as hell outside.
Oh, I never knew you were a simp.
A simp? Bro, how is that a simp?
I mean, cuz you going to pick up a random girl? I mean, what? You smashing or something? What, y'all got something going on? You like her? She gotta be doing something.
Nah, bro, we just cool.
Right. Simp. Why you think she called you and not one of them dudes she smashing? She knew that you was gonna drop everything and come running for her.
That video cut out for some reason. What do you think about that? Well, I guess I'll start off with this question. And it's an old-fashioned question. Can men and women be best friends without the man wanting to smash?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a female friend that I've never smashed. And me and her are cool as fuck. I talk to her every night.
Okay. Okay.
And
How's
I
she doing,
never,
by the way?
huh?
How's she doing, by the way?
Oh, she's doing good. She's at work right now. I would have asked her to join in, but yeah, she's working right now.
Okay. Anytime we talk about relationships, she can always join in. I get just pass the link on to her. She's always welcome. Lamar, same question.
Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I have friends that I've known for years, and it's I'm always willing, if I got information to share or whatnot, or if I can help out, in some type of way, yeah, I mean, because that's what people do. And this video right here, though, that's to me that just sounds like a dude that's hating,
Which
uh,
one? The other guy,
because
the guy
he
who's calling
just,
the simp is the one that's
huh?
hating. Just to be clear, the one that's calling the dude a simp is the one that's hating, correct?
Right.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
to make it clear.
Yeah. The one that's talking about, man, you a simp. Come on, man. Like if that's your homegirl, man,
Right.
and if you can, you know, do it.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, I'm sorry, Lamar. I thought you were.
No. You could go ahead.
No, I mean personally, man, I could give a fuck less about what anybody thinks or says. If my friend, the one, my good friend Nick, if she was stuck in the cold, by herself at night or something like that, it would be a no brainer. I would go and get her. I would go and help her out. Out of that situation, man. That's just what you're supposed to do if you're a friend. It would be no different than my homeboy. If Vanaris was stuck somewhere and he needed some help, I'm gonna go help him. That's just the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? Like and I feel like that's and vice versa. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's the but when it comes to they throw this word simp around so much, man. Just because a guy shows respect to women and he wants to, try to court her or whatever. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. But the thing is, people take it and make more out of it than what it really is. Now, what makes you a simp is if you know clearly this chick is not into you, and you keep trying to be around her, you keep, kissing her butt, spending money on her, knowing it's not gonna get you nowhere. That's what makes you a simp. That's not a simp when you actually are trying to treat a woman with respect and do nice things for her or make nice gestures. I think that's just different. Now, if the woman is interested in you and you're interested in her, how can that make you a simp? Will make you a
Yeah.
simp is if she wasn't interested and you was doing all this going over and beyond. Then I can see people saying that. But I think that these dudes, they just want to use that word just to use it, man. That's not
Yeah.
that's not no simp, man. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I feel like this right here, and I'm gonna take it to another level.
Okay.
That person call you. You don't come. Something happens to that person.
Yep.
And you read about it on social media or you hear about it, word of mouth, and be like, man, did you hear about so and so, so and so? Yeah, well, no, man, she got robbed, she got killed, she was out there stranded and everything. How you think that's gonna make you feel, man? I mean, come on now. I mean, you gonna feel some type of way. You gonna feel like, and then you go to the funeral and everything, and you stand over there crying, and the first, you gonna feel some type of guilt because you had an opportunity to go out and help this person, and you chose not to because some dude, one of your homeboys, called you a simp.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'm always trying to give an alternative viewpoint, and I think that's the best way to have these types of discussions. So since we don't have any opposing viewpoints, I'm gonna think of one. Of course, with dating nowadays, there are some manipulative people, and a lot of women will get on dating sites. I've encountered these too. So I started dating a young lady, and within like a week or so, she's already asking for favors. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Not just monetary things like, can I borrow money, but can you pick me up? Can you take me here? Can you do this? And it seems like there's a big to-do list that comes with dating these women. And you find out that they're in a very bad spot once you start dating them. And I'm like, why would you get on a dating website knowing that you don't have your stuff together?
So you find out that they're needy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, needy. Yes, very much needy and very much in a bad spot. They know that their situation is terrible when they started dating.
Well,
so if you started to help them, knowing that it seems like their original purpose was to just get help, not to date.
They are called opportunists.
Yes.
Is that what they call it?
Okay, so this is my take on that. Okay, now we all know, if somebody's trying to basically drain you or whatever, or trying to use you, that. But the thing is, there are some people. Everybody's going to need help at some point or another. I don't have a problem with helping somebody who's actually in need of help, but you can't do that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like every day, or it can't be like that. Like every day you need something. Like, no, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it also depends on what type of help they're asking for too. You know what I mean? Like if they're asking for money and you got your own stuff to take care of, and then they had a nerve to get mad at you if you don't have it, then that's another thing. Then yeah, I would just cut that person off.
Okay.
Yeah. At some point, it's like the red flag is gonna start. It's gonna start showing, and you gotta, and so you as an individual got to make the decision: is this person really in need, or are they just trying to drain you? And you got to make that decision. You have to make that decision to be like, hey, I noticed. Like, just be blunt. Just say, hey, I've noticed that you only call me for X, this and this.
Yeah.
And you had to call them out on their shit like immediately, because if you don't, it's going to continue to happen. And and you can really, and you can like this person. You can begin to start liking this person, and then but you have to realize, you got to know what your limit is, because if you don't, it's just like a child. They gonna take it. They gonna take it like the child that act up in the store, and you keep giving them stuff. They going to do it every single time you go to the store, and it's the same thing with everything else.
Lamar, that's so true, man. Look, let me tell you, I had a female that I have been knowing for a long time, man. Like, I have been knowing her for like 15, 16 years. And she was always asking me, like, the only time she would contact me is when she needed something. And I was like, the only time you call or text me is if you need something. I said, you never call me to check and see how I'm doing or nothing like that. And like, I started telling her, no, like, I don't have it. I can't help you this time. I don't have it. I got my own stuff I got to take care of.
Right.
And then finally, when I called her out on it, I said, I noticed that the only times you reach out to me is when you need something. You never check on me and see how I'm doing or none of that stuff. And I said, and what you're going to do is you're going to text me a couple of times to see how I'm doing. And then that third time, you're going to ask me for something. I called it. And then once she saw that, she didn't even respond because she knew I was telling the truth. I haven't heard from her since.
Yeah. It's just like with people at work. Like I said, I started when I started a new position at my job. I didn't know everything, and I needed help. I needed assistance, and so you know, my thing was my mindset is that I remember who always helped me out. So
Hmm.
regardless of regardless if I need help or not on a particular case, I reach out to them every day and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Good morning." Because I never want to seem like I'm needy all the time.
Right.
So I always reach out like every day. Like even if I'm even if I decide I know what to do, like now, I've gotten good, at my job. And so ain't nothing for me to reach out to the person on Teams every morning and say good morning to them, just to let them know, like, hey, you know what? I wasn't just using you to just help me out. You know what I'm saying? We have developed a working relationship. So now I just reach out to them every morning, be like, hey, good morning, how you doing? Come back on Monday, how was your weekend? So you have to show people who you are, but then people will show you who they are, if
Right.
that makes sense. They'll
Yeah.
show you who they are, right then and there. Some people not gonna hide it. They gonna show you who they are from
Uh-huh.
Jump Street. So that's
Okay.
just my point about that.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. I gotta do something real quick. It's only gonna be for a minute. Marzel, Lamar, y'all keep talking real quick on this subject, and I'll be right back. Okay. I just gotta handle something real quick.
Hey, hey, we gonna keep talking about this subject. We're actually going to talk about next week. Put your big boy pants on next week if you go if you go come on next week. Next
Oh,
weekend, put your big boy
Oh,
pants on, cause
oh, hey man, I always have my big boy pants on, bro. I'm always ready.
it ain't gonna be that night. But to kind of like segue what he's alluded to. I mean, like I said, I've been around the block, and I had to learn the hard way. You know,
Mhm.
I was my ex-wife the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I've had to deal with that. So I don't take it lightly. I kind of now, the older I've gotten, I've kind of figured things out where I can see who you are.
Yep.
You ain't got to tell me. I
Hmm.
just sit back and observe you from watching you from, talking, you talking to other people. And so I kind of know now, who you are and who I'm dealing with. So therefore, if I ain't got to deal with you, I ain't got to deal with you,
mm-hmm. All right.
you know? So, look, guys, we gotta get on, man. Look, it was fun as always talking to you
Yes.
guys. Man, Barzell, man, Mr. Scott, make yourself available next Saturday, man.
Okay.
Make
Do a plug in real quick. Tell the people who are watching about what's going on next week. Tell them about your podcast. Anything you want to.
Man, next week is going to be the climax of Black Music Month. Um, we're going to actually dig deeper. We're going to talk about the R. Kelly. We're gonna do R. Kelly, the artist, versus R. Kelly, uh, the person,
Hmm.
or some people say Robert. We're gonna see if people can separate R. Kelly versus Robert.
Mhm.
um, and then the East Coast, West Coast, man, who actually did it better, man, back in the day, and so we're gonna have a big debate, about that. Like next week is gonna be like more debatable.
Mhm.
Um, Miss Scott, I want to ask you. I think I asked you. I think you said that this month has been a fantastic month for the podcast. Marzell, man, I really wish you could have really been on, man, from the beginning of the month, man, because
Yeah.
we were absolutely having fun doing the first 2 weeks of the podcast, and then like now, with last week, it's starting to get serious, and it's going to get very serious, next week. And so, man, look, don't know the time we gonna get started, but when I tell you it's going to be too hot, like cool in the game, it's gonna be too hot.
Right,
So
right.
so man, get your big boy pants on. I'm gonna have the ladies. They gonna have to get their shit together, because it's gonna be crucial. It's gonna be
Yeah.
crucial. But look, as always, man, I thank you for allowing me to be on your show, Marzell. Man, look, pleasure talking to you, brother. Like
Yeah.
I said, man, hey, you the man. It's time for you to start your podcast now,
Oh,
man.
Yep.
it's already in the works, man. It's already in the works.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna send you a link. It's called Nothing Serious. It's me and my friend Nick, and then one of my good friends, Kelly. She's gonna be on there too. So
Good.
it's gonna be two women and one guy. So
Hey, whenever you need a hype video, man, you know where to find me,
oh
man.
yeah,
You know,
and I would love for you guys to come on the show, man. I think it
Yeah.
would be really, really good, man. But we're gonna do a test run on next on July 6th. So
Okay.
so
That
okay.
is is that a Wednesday? No, the first is on a Monday.
yeah, it's
It'll
gonna
be
be like on a
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
About what time? About what time are you looking at?
We're talking about like between 6 and 7, but I'll give you guys details. I'll send you the information once we figure it out what we're gonna do.
All
Okay.
right,
But
man,
yeah,
for sure, man.
it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. We already got it in the works.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Well, look, y'all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll holler back.
All
All
right,
right. Once again, happy birthday, Tasha. Natasha.
Thank you.
happy birthday.
Hey, y'all take it easy now.
All right.
All right, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Oh, never mind. They already gone.
He wanted to go before he heard that comment, huh?
Yeah, he's like, oh man, yeah. I'm
So,
about to get, huh?
Do you have any other comments about what makes a man a simp? Anything like that?
No, man. I pretty much said all I had to say.
Okay. I want to move on to the next subject right quick. This one right here. I know that you mentioned I had asked you personally because being on this online dating thing, I see that a lot in women's profiles. They'll say be passport ready. And I've often wondered what that meant. And I've actually asked a number of people, including women, what that means. And pretty much the women have responded and said that passport ready means that, pretty much y'all need to, a couple who are trying to get to know each other should be going out of the country within the first 3 to 6 months of them dating. And their logic is, well, if we're not going to Dubai or Cancun or Jamaica, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? We got to have something that's fun. And, you just got to experience and have new life experiences with each other. And the further question actually amongst the men, because this is a pretty viral thing that women, a lot of women in the dating world consider requirements. And the men would say, well, if I'm taking you out of the country, then definitely I should, we should have sex. And they were like, how dare you say that? We should just want to get to know each other and have fun. Why does sex have to be required for me, for us to have fun out of the country? What's your thought on that?
Okay, now I can understand being passport ready. I'm not passport ready yet. I'm that's gonna be in the works. I got some other things I gotta take care of first, but definitely I am going to get me a passport. Now for them saying between the first 3 to 6 months, we need to go and do a flight to a resort overseas or something like that, like the Bahamas, Jamaica, Cancun, or something like that, you know, if we doing that, then uh yeah, I'm definitely gonna expect some kind of a sexual activity to be going on, okay? And you know that because going flying to a resort in the Bahamas, that ain't cheap.
Right.
I'm not. We. You mean to tell me you expect me to pay for our flights and the hotel for this resort, and then all I get is a handshake or a hug? Please, no, no, no. We can. Hey, we can do that shit here in at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like we can do this shit here. We can go to out to eat at Outback. We can, go ride some go-karts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can do all these activities here if it's just gonna be you giving me a hug at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? No. That's not realistic, man. Don't know ain't no man about to pay $2,000 plus because that's about what it's gonna cost
Oh,
for a
definitely.
flight and a hotel for 5 days, from 3 to 5 days. That's gonna with the flight and all that stuff. That's gonna be like $2,000. You mean to
Yeah,
tell me?
easy.
Yeah, and that's on the cheap end.
Right, exactly. That's spirit.
Right.
Spirit.
You know what I'm saying? You know, man. Look, that's that goes back to these people who have these unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just come on now. Like it's just like, when women get on these shows and say, "Oh well, I want a man who's 6 foot tall, would make six figures with a six pack." Every woman wants that guy. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, with everybody wanting that guy, you're gonna be in competition with other women.
That's a
And
good
you
point.
expect that guy to be faithful to you, and he's got all these options. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Come on, like you want the guy six figures, six pack, 6 foot tall, and you want him to be faithful to just you.
Right.
You
I know.
guys are competing for the top 1% of men that every woman wants. It's not, you're not being realistic. At some point, I'm not saying that all guys like that are going to cheat, but you have a pretty good chance that he's going to, because they say that a man is only as faithful as his options.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's the right way to view it. I'm not saying that makes it right for a guy to go out here and cheat. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not condoning that. But what I'm saying is you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just being realistic, you know?
Right. Especially, and you have to be honest with yourself. I know that every woman, and they should, think highly of themselves,
Mhm.
But if you look in the mirror and you're a 6 or a 7, and you're looking for a man who makes 100K, 6 feet tall, and all that, you
Yeah.
would be lucky if you're number 6 on his list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, you're not number 1, and you can't
Yeah.
make demands and say, "Oh, I'm number 1 on his list, and one day we're gonna get married." Well, no, not really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
mean,
go ahead.
it's not realistic, man. That's just like me sitting here saying I want one of the baddest chicks, she's beautiful, got a nice body, and expecting guys not to holler at her. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't
Right.
make sense. That's what comes with territory. If you got a beautiful woman, she got a nice shape, you know what I'm saying? She's just bad as hell. Guys are gonna look at her and guys are gonna try to talk to her. It's
Right.
just comes with territory. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't understand that, man. Like people's reasoning and their expectations. You're not being real. You have these unrealistic expectations, and if you keep going with that thought process, you're gonna always be disappointed.
Right. I just don't understand the whole passport ready thing, to be honest with you. Some women even have required it when you started off. You know what I'm saying? But somebody had brought up a good point. There was like, I'm not getting on a cruise. Everything you can do on a cruise, you can do here in the States. And I understand you get to look at the scenery of the ocean and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not understanding why you have to go out the country to do anything when, like you said, you can go karting. You can. The point is to get to know somebody.
Right,
Do you need to be somewhere extravagant? And my other point with this is actually 2 points. Number one, why the hell, if you just met the man, why would you go out of country? You could be kidnapped, brought into sexual slavery. I don't understand that. If I was a woman, I'd be scared as hell to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And then I guess I forgot the other point I was trying to make, but I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get it either. But but women who will jump on a plane with somebody and they don't know them and go out of the country, they're gold diggers anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because any self-respecting woman is not going to jump on a plane with a guy that she don't even know.
Right, exactly. But I guess that's the mentality of the young folks nowadays. It's this whole I'm demanding a lot of money and I think they should update it. You know what I'm saying? But before it was like it's what's in the inside, and I don't care if they're ugly and broke or whatever. And if you date a broke person, of course, eventually you're going to have to support them as well, and it's going to make your life twice as hard than what it is, because you have pretty much another child to take care of. So I understand that he has to have a job, and it has to be, he has to, I hate to put it like the apartments. They say you have to make 3 times the rent, but you have to make more than just what's needed to take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't get the whole 100K, and I guess it's more of a bragging rights thing to these females nowadays. It's turned into a requirement.
I don't know, man, but at the end of the day, people. I've dated. I've talked to a girl who had that type of mentality, and she's one of those females who has unrealistic expectations. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm not the richest guy in the world, but I make sure I take care of my business. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that my kids are good. I make sure my lights is on. I make sure the water is running. I make sure there's food on the table, and I make sure that they have Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's all kids need.
Right. So I make sure that all that shit is on, so we can live halfway decent and comfortable. You know what I mean? But anything outside of that, I'm not really big on traveling right now, because my kids are so, they're not small, but they're not. I wouldn't want to go out of town for a week and leave them here by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something I might come back and the house is burnt down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
So that's what I'm saying. But I do eventually want to start traveling and stuff when my kids get a little bit older and they can kind of be, self-sufficient. But yeah, man. But I don't, when it comes to people just being focused on money, you can't take that shit with you when you die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's important to have while you're living. I get it. I understand. Everything costs money. It's a nice thing to have, but it's not everything.
Right.
It's not everything.
But another point that I had thought about, I often thought that, taking somebody out of the country to Jamaica or, wherever, Dubai, that's something you do for your wife, really, or a longtime girlfriend, a committed relationship.
Fiance, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, if I want to experience that firsthand with somebody else who I'm just dating, if I'm taking every girl there that I meet, then it's not special.
Right.
She'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna take me to Dubai?" But if they find out that I've taken 4 other women to Dubai, then
right,
they be like, "Well, I'm just another drop in the bucket for you." You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm definitely not traveling with anybody that I'm not taking serious. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely gonna be something special. Like whoever I go on a cruise with or to a destination with, she's definitely gonna be someone special. It's not gonna just be some random or something like that, man. She's definitely gonna be somebody that I have some type of connection with.
Right, right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on to the last subject. Do
Well,
you have any other?
I had to head out, man.
Okay, okay,
Okay. I'll talk to you later though, bro.
okay. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh
So,
yeah.
you got any plugins or for anything you mentioned the podcast you're about to do?
Yeah, it's called Nothing Serious. I think I sent you an invitation to it. The
Okay,
group on Facebook. I created a page like last month. So we've been having meetings and everything, and we're trying to do a test run. I believe the test run is supposed to be July 6th, but I think we might have another meeting before then. I'm not sure, but I will definitely keep you posted and let everybody know what's going on. And I look forward to having you and Lamar as guests at some point.
okay, okay. That'll work. I appreciate you coming on, brother.
All right, man. Have a good day.
All right, take care.
All right.
All right, all right. Appreciate these guys jumping on here. I'm gonna get to the last subject, guys. All right, I've discussed this before in another podcast. If any of you ladies are watching, I really need you ladies to join because this is a one-sided discussion. But if you guys have not heard of this, and this is why I brought this up for the second time, and I thought that the young men would at least give their opinion on this. And the young ladies who said they wanted to join. And I understand that you ladies have some things to do, but a lot of you have been direct messaging me about this subject. And every time I comment on your guys' page, I get like 20 different responses. But it seems like when I invite you guys to speak about this on a podcast, nobody joins in. So I can bring this discussion up again at a later time, but this is super duper important. And I need to understand, why, women, their responses to the men who respond to this. But anyway, for those of you who have not heard, there is an intellectual discussion, I guess we could call it, on social media, where they asked women, which one would you choose if you're in the woods and there was two different paths? You can either take the path where a bear is walking down the path or a man. According to the women that were polled, they would say they would choose the path with the bear. And a lot of men would be like, well, that has to be a joke or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go back, those other discussions they have on social media where they say, well, go back with your ex or eat newspaper. And then people will say, well, pass me the ketchup. You know what I'm saying? So no man really took that serious. And when they said they choose the bear, and the women would be like, well, that's the reason why we choose the bear, and become very hostile at the man. And we'd be like, what do we say? And they'd be like, well, most statistics show that bears don't do anything to humans if you don't mess with them. But if you walk past a man, they're more likely to disrespect you. They might touch on you, get angry with you, might rape you or something like that. And a lot of men will be very disrespected, I guess, by that type of comment and say, well, I've never done anything. I don't know anybody that has. And the women will respond and say something like, well, that's why we choose the bear, do better, something like that. So I guess let me pull this up right here. Okay. I guess this is the perspective. And like I said, I can have this conversation again. So ladies, please, please, please let me know if you want to discuss this later. I guess this is the best way I can explain it. A while ago, I was a full member of a religious group called the Nation of Islam. You guys see me to the far right there. And the Nation of Islam had certain ideas toward white people. And if you haven't heard of the Nation of Islam, just look up Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad. And this religious group had one concept, and one of their main concepts is the white man is the quote unquote devil. And their, I guess, the support for this belief is that every black person has had an experience with a white person where a white person has done them extremely wrong. And you can look at certain Caucasian saturated countries, like right here in this picture, like England. And England is one of the countries that really have, God, what word am I looking at? It has really colonized the entire world. As you can see, these are the colonized places by the British Empire. And they will say, this proves that, white people are just nothing but colonizers, as they have said in the Black Panther movie, and that white people need to do better. You know what I'm saying? And any white person that says that I'm not racist, I don't have this nature in me, they're wrong, and they're the reason why white people need to be outed like this and stuff like that. So I see a lot of correlation between this type of idealism and the same logic that a lot of women are having toward men. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of stereotypical. So I'm not exactly understanding. I'm trying to find another picture right here. So my point is, I guess, what if somebody came and said that a black person would be better off being taking a path with venomous snakes or a pit of snakes than white people? You know what I'm saying? Because most snakes have been known not to be venomous. You know what I'm saying? So if a person was to say a black person would be better off or safer going down the path of snakes than going down the path of white people, you would say that that's stereotypical, that's wrong, short-sighted. It's just based on your, viewpoint of life, on the number of people that you have associated with, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way a lot of men feel when a lot of women will say that they choose the path with the bear. So, like I said, I really wish some women would get on here, especially those who have been very vocal and have been sending me direct messages and stuff like that. So, that's just my viewpoint on it. That's the man's viewpoint of it. Let me see. Okay, looks like that's my last subject that I wanted to talk about today. I had a video that I was going to show you guys that explained it a little bit simpler, but looks like I cannot find that video. But anyway, we can talk about that at a later time. But I appreciate the two who have shown up today. I appreciate Mr. Lamar Hicks. I appreciate Mr. Marzel Paler. I appreciate y'all viewpoints on different stuff. If any of you guys are watching this at a later time and want me to discuss it more in detail, just let me know. I may have some things. I got some things I'm trying to do tonight. I maybe can fit it in later on. I'm going to be back early. I'm not a night person. So I'll probably be back around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, maybe a little bit before then, since I'm going to leave out in just a minute. So I'll probably have some time to discuss this again if you guys are watching. Once again, the subjects that I've talked about today are: should women choose the bear, the hot two woman, what really makes a man a simp, being passport ready in dating, and much more. So if you guys want to discuss any of those subjects again, just let me know. Let's see what we got here. I want to give a shout out to my boy Lamar Hicks once again, Creative Team Entertainments. You can contact him at creativeteamentertainments@gmail.com. His website is www.hicks2021.com. As always, I still have my book out, Planet Furball and the Heretic Kitten, Blackjack and the Beanstalk. Yes, I am still working on the animated read through or whatever, but I have to take care of my family first, and really that takes up a lot of my time. What else do we have? This is something that I usually do on Sunday nights. I don't do it every Sunday night, but Sunday is usually the day when I have time to do stuff like this, where I play video games live, nostalgic video games. I think the most up-to-date system that I still have is my Xbox 360. So I mostly play nostalgic video games. If you guys want me to do that, let me know. I'll play them live. Here's my contact information, KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is Vinaris, Vinaris, KillaKrane Productions, KillaKrane Productions. What else? I guess that's about it. Okay, these guys are not doing anything. I got a list of shout outs here. That's my daughter, Luna Art Galaxy, at Galactic Studios 101 on Instagram. So you can follow her on Instagram. She does digital drawings if you need anything done. As well, the name of this podcast is the KillaKrane Speaks On. Usually I do movie and TV shows and things of that nature, but the only time I deviate from that is when I have a number of people that want to talk about different stuff, or if you guys have a number of people DM me on the same subject, I would stop and say, hey, I need to discuss this live. So if you guys want to discuss it, let me know. This is the time to voice your opinion on things like this, okay? We need to do it live, okay? We need to have different people's point of view on these subjects. Doing it through text is fine. It's fine. But there needs to be a back and forth discussion. I will say this before I get off. A lot of people will say that this whole man versus woman discussion needs to stop. No, it needs to continue. This is actually a good thing. These are things that should have been discussed a long time ago. And I'm glad that everybody's bringing it up now, okay? We cannot grow as a society unless we discuss certain things. Get it all out in the open, get everybody's perspective, see if we have misunderstandings or whatever, okay? So, it's been a while since I talked about relationship stuff, but I will be doing it in the future upon request. Yeah, other than that, next time I get on here, I will be probably discussing something that has to do with music, movies, something in the entertainment world. I appreciate all of those who have been watching. Let me put this up here. Okay, there's my contact information again. I appreciate my guests for today. Appreciate all those who've been watching, all those who will watch in the future. And you guys have a good day.